Hello and happy Friday Eve. Not quite there, but we are slowly getting closer. Thanks for joining us here on ABC24 Weather Impact Now. I'm Chief Meteorologist Trevor Burchett here with meteorologist Kit Thomas and meteorologist Daniel McDonald, who will check in within just a bit for a check of our regional weather. How sweet it was to see all of that sunshine today. It's been a little bit of a rainy and a stormy week. Even though we didn't get the brunt of the severe weather here in the Mid-South, we did see some rain, and like we mentioned, those storms moved south and produced some really rough weather last night in southern Mississippi. We'll take you there here in just a bit, but as always here on Weather Impact Now, we start off with our local forecast, and we are tracking another chance of maybe some showers or a rumble of thunder as we get into the weekend, mainly on Sunday. For now, though, we are sunny and we are warmer. Temperature is going to continue to climb here for the next couple of days. It's really going to be Sunday, late Sunday afternoon into Sunday evening that we have a better chance of some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, but it's going to be a pretty quick moving system. It's not going to be like what we saw earlier in the week where it was multiple days of storms. This is going to be one quick round and then clearing out for next week. I actually think most of next week is going to turn out pretty nice and pretty dry. Another nice one tomorrow. It's going to be a little cool tonight, down to the 40s and 50s, but we get right back to the mid-70s with some sunshine on Friday. Sunny and 79 on Saturday. And again, Sunday's the day to watch, maybe another round of some rain and thunder. That is really late in the day. So if you have plans with mom for Mother's Day or you want to get in church, you can do that earlier in the day and be totally fine. It's probably going to be sunny, but later in the afternoon, closer to sunset time, that's when we could have some showers and some thunderstorms roll on in. So let's talk about this hour by hour. We'll start off Saturday morning at about 9 a.m. As we play through Saturday, nothing going on. Saturday looks fantastic through much of the area. Some showers down into our south in central Louisiana and Mississippi, but those are not going to get to us. Saturday looks great. Most of Sunday looks good too. This is noon on Sunday. We're still completely clear, but you can see that cold front starting to set back up to the west. That's what's going to pick up some shower and some thunderstorm activity and scoot it a bit closer to us. Again, probably a little closer to sunset, 6 or 7 or 8 p.m. We'll start to see some rain chances and some thunder. Now, it's not going to happen everywhere. These are going to be more spotty showers and storms, but there could be some of us that see some rain late in the day on Sunday. Severe weather threat, not too impressive this time around. We do have a little bit of storm energy that's going to be in the Mid-South. It's not a lot, but there is enough there that we could have some rumbles of thunder, maybe some heavier downpours, but as far as severe weather goes, we don't have a lot of wind energy. So we've got the storm energy that can help them build up. We just don't have any wind energy to help them produce high wind gusts or tornadoes. That is missing this time. No complaints here. That is good news. And you can see that reflected on our severe weather threat for Sunday. 0 severe weather threat. We'll keep an eye on it, but for right now, I think it's just going to be some isolated downpours and some rumbles of thunder. Again, that's mainly Sunday afternoon, late in the day into Sunday evening. Rain totals also not very impressive, under an inch here on the map, but really we're talking about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch. So not too much rain expected to be on the way. Good time to bring in, though, meteorologist Kit Thomas over at the Weather Wall. He's been keeping an eye, as we all have, on the drought situation lately. We've finally got some good rain in here, Kit, and we've got a new drought monitor. It comes out once a week, so we have the update today on Thursday. Has it improved at all, and how much rain have we actually seen so far this year?
It's improved a little bit, but it doesn't include what we had just since Tuesday, unfortunately. But over the last 10 days, we've actually seen about 7 inches of rainfall, which is about 40%. More than 1/3 of the rain that we've seen so far this year has just been this 7 inches in the last 10 days. So last week, this is what the drought monitor looked like. We had that severe drought across much of our area. Of course, the extreme drought in northern Arkansas, that's not going anywhere anytime soon. That's going to take several weeks of heavy rain over the next couple of months to get rid of that. But as we look at the updated monitor from today, we've got this big chunk here in northern Mississippi, southwest Tennessee, that was dropped from severe drought to moderate drought. Still a drought, but it's not quite as bad as it was. And of course, we had a lot of rain the week before this last week, and that's what has been going into the tally for the drought monitor. Now, the thing is, it takes the data from Monday to Monday, so all the rain that we've seen from Tuesday this week isn't included in this. We had about 3.5 inches over the last couple of days. So definitely some good rain, but it's not enough to take us out of the deficit. The deficit and the drought are two different things. The drought is soil moisture. The deficit is just how much has fallen. We've only got about 4.25 inches of the departure from normal so far this year so far. So that's definitely an improvement. We've seen sometimes this year where we've been 6, 7, 8 inches behind schedule. So fortunately, Trevor, we have started to make some improvement there. And of course, this does include the rain we've seen this week. Unlike the drought monitor, we'll likely see another improvement next week as we get that on next Thursday.
Yeah, Kit, we knew it was going to be a very slow improvement in that drought, but happy to see at least a little progress. The problem is now next week, I think we're going into a very dry weather pattern for the middle and end of the month of May. Here's our upper level jet stream pattern. And this is for Monday. So this is once the storms have ended Sunday night. Notice we're kind of on the back side of that trough there. So that's going to be where that cold front passes in. What that's going to allow to happen is this ridge of high pressure slides in. So notice how in the jet stream we've got kind of that bump over there in the west and then that dip in the east. The dip is the trough. That's what brings us storms. So we'll be watching for rain and storm chances to continue in the east on Monday. But we start to get into this ridge through next week where high pressure settles in, the jet stream retreats back north. That's going to keep us pretty dry because the jet stream is kind of the path that storms follow. So when the jet stream's that far north and we have high pressure under us, well, it's going to keep us warmer for one, but it's also going to lower our rain and storm chances, and you'll see that into next week. So a little bit of improvement in the drought. We still need more, but it seems like we're going to try to sneak back into a little more of a dry weather pattern here soon. 70 was the high temperature today. That is below average. We're normally at about 79. Also cooler this morning. Morning low was 50. We should be about 60 for this time of year. And again, no rain in the bucket for today. A nice evening on the way. Temperatures in the 60s for most. A pretty clear sky with no chance of rain. It is going to turn a little cooler overnight though. 50s here in Memphis. I think a lot of us could actually end up in the 40s though, especially if you're up near Dyersburg. 46, 47 degrees by tomorrow morning. Partly cloudy overnight and no chance of rain. Notice though here in the overnight, we start to see those winds come in out of the south again. So our winds are going to switch back around. That's going to start us into a little bit of a warming pattern for the next few days, at least until we get that next cold front on Sunday. Friday's forecast looks spectacular. We'll start off a little cool in the 50s in the morning, back to the mid 70s by the afternoon. And again, that southerly wind is going to start to kick back up. So you're going to get more of a warm breeze out there, beautiful sunshine, and absolutely no chance of rain during the day. 77 tomorrow in Dyersburg and Covington, 76 here in Memphis, 74 in Oxford, 76 as well in Corinth, pair of 77s over in eastern Arkansas in Marked Tree and Forest City. Again, hardly a cloud in the sky for tomorrow. I do want to show you the hour by hour though. There's going to be a little storm system that passes to our north tomorrow night into Saturday morning. I think it misses 99% of us, but really late Friday night, really Saturday morning by 3 or 4 a.m., there could be a little bit of rain up in the Missouri Boot Heel or up toward Dyersburg. Look at the clock there at 2 a.m. Notice just a few light returns up in southern Missouri and up toward Dyer and Lake County. Most of us are dry Friday night, but I did want to let you know if you wake up early on Saturday, 3 or 4 in the morning, if you live in Dyersburg, you could see a little bit of rain. That clears out very quickly. Most of us, though, are totally dry. Certainly dry for your Friday. Very nice weather tomorrow. Cool in the morning, but pretty warm in the afternoon with highs in the mid 70s. Closer to 80 with sunshine on Saturday. And again, most of Sunday I think is okay. If you're going to go out to the early service or go out with mom for lunch, things looking pretty good. I think we'll be sunny and warm with highs in the 80s. Rain chances creep back in late Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, closer to about sunset. That's when we could see some downpours and some rumbles of thunder. Right now, severe weather threat, not very impressive, but we'll keep an eye on it. I think most of us just see some plain old rain on Sunday. Next week is when we have high pressure that gets back in control. Sunny, warmer and dry through much of next week. Mid-70s Monday and Tuesday with all that sunshine, lows in the 50s. And then we do see those temperatures climb a bit, closer to 80 for Wednesday and Thursday with lows in the 60s. And I think most of next week looks completely sunny and completely dry. So really only one little bump in the road. Sunday evening around sunset, we could see some isolated downpours. Not going to rain all day Sunday, though. Just try to do some plans and lunch early with mom if you can before those rain chances make a comeback. All right, speaking of warmer weather, it is May, and we should be seeing some 90s here over the next couple of weeks, as much as we don't want to admit it. We'll check in with Kit and tell you when those 90s could make an appearance. It's coming up right after this.